What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, January 28th, 2019, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Raymelo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Mackenzie Davis may join Kristen Stewart in an upcoming same-sex romantic comedy film. The Hollywood Reporter says the 31-year-old Canadian actress is in talks to star with Stewart in a new movie, The Happiest Season. Davis and Stewart will play a lesbian couple in the film. The movie centers on a young woman whose plans to propose at her family's annual holiday party are complicated when she learns her partner hasn't come out yet to her parents. Variety says Happiest Season will mark Veep and American Horror Story alum Clea Duvall's directorial debut. Duvall wrote the script with Mary Holland, Bowen, and Isaac Kosner to serve as producers. Davis is known for playing Cameron Howe on the AMC series *Halt and Catch Fire*. She has also appeared in the movies The Martian, Blade Runner 2049, and Tully. Stewart came to fame by starring in the Twilight film series. In addition to The Happiest Season, she will also star in the movie Underwater with T.J. Miller and the Charlie's Angels reboot. Alec Baldwin and Salma Hayek are a lower-upper-class family that has struggled to make ends meet in the first trailer for the upcoming comedy Drunk Parents. The clip, released on Friday, features Baldwin and Hayek sending their daughter off to college when they return home to find a repo man taking their car. Baldwin and Hayek discovered they are running out of money and devised a number of schemes in order to get their daughter through college, including holding a yard sale and renting out their neighbor's lavish house. Jim Gaffigan, Joe Manganiello, Ben Platt, and Michelle Ventimiglia are also starring in the movie. Fred Wolf is directing based off a script he co-wrote with Peter Galk. Drunk Parents will be available on DirecTV on March 21st before arriving in theaters on April 19th. Pro wrestler and Bumblebee actor John Cena is to star in a new Netflix action comedy movie directed by Ozark star Jason Bateman. Cena tweeted, "It's harder and harder to keep secrets these days. Excited we get to share this news today," along with the link of the news story about the as-yet untitled project. The Hollywood Reporter said Bateman will reunite with Mark Perez, who wrote his 2018 blockbuster Game Night for the new Netflix movie. Bateman has worked as an actor for more than 30 years. He also helmed the films The Family Fang and Bad Words. Cena's screen credits includes Daddy's Home and its sequel, Fernand, Blockers, and Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Captain America and the Avengers actor Chris Evans will soon be heard narrating the IMAX documentary Superpower Dogs. Evans said in a statement, "I am a proud dog owner and completely understand the connection that humans have with these remarkable animals. I love the way this film highlights incredible working dogs who utilize their real-life superpowers to help and protect people." Written and directed by Daniel Ferguson, the film is set for theatrical release on March 15th. It follows canines and their human partners as they brave earthquakes and avalanches, protect endangered species such as rhinos and elephants, and transforms the lives of people with special needs. Earlier this month, Evans was announced as one of the stars of the Netflix upcoming film adaptation of Donald Ray Pollock's 2011 novel, The Devil All the Time. The movie ensemble will also include Tom Holland, Mia Wasikowska, Robert Pattinson, Bill Skarsgård, Eliza Scanlen, and Gabriel Ebert. Production is to begin in February in Alabama. Filmmaker Kevin Smith announced on Twitter that his comedy film Jay and Silent Bob Reboot has been officially greenlit. He said on Friday on Twitter, Shungens, to celebrate my 25th anniversary at Sundance, I'm pleased as a pothead to announce that the good folks at Saban and Universal have given the green light to #Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. At Jay Mules and I start shooting on February 25th, the one-year anniversary of my heart attack. Jay and Silent Bob are marijuana-loving slacker characters from New Jersey, played by Jason Mewes and Smith. They have appeared in many of Smith's movies, including Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, Dogma, Chasing Amy, Mallrats, and Clerks. The The new movie will see Jay and Silent Bob heading to Hollywood to stop production on a remake of an unflattering movie made about them nearly 20 years ago. 7 Films' Bob Bromley said in a statement to Deadline.com, Jay and Silent Bob is a global franchise which has a very loyal fan base. Partnering with Kevin at script stage on the next chapter of these iconic characters is a huge milestone. This is the beginning of a new initiative at 7 Films to partner on IP with seasoned filmmakers and talent early on in the creative process all the way through distribution. Brennin Hunt broke his foot during the dress rehearsal for the live staging of the rock musical Ren, forcing Fox to use pre-recorded footage in Sunday's broadcast. Hunt plays Roger, one of the leads in the show, which co-stars Jordan Fisher, Tanashi, Brandon Victor Dixon, Valentina, Vanessa Hutchins, Kersey Clemens, and Mariel. While most of the scenes Hunt appeared in Sunday were pre-recorded, he and his co-stars performed Your Eyes live at the end of the show. Hunt was seen with his leg in a cast. The stars from the original 1996 Broadway staging of Ren, including Adam Pascal, Anthony Rapp, Dina Menzel, Jesse L. Martin, Wilson Jermaine Hedera, Freddie Walker, and Delphine Rubens Vega also showed up to sing a stunning reprise of Seasons of Love with the newbies before the final credits roll. An appearance by the original Ren stars were rumored for days, but not officially confirmed by the network until Sunday. Rapp posted an image Saturday featuring the old and new stars of Ren posing together on a soundstage. The day before, Benzel shared photos of signs with the Rent logo and the initials IM, DRV, and FW. Ruben Vega captioned a picture of a trailer with one of the signs with her initials on the door. Squatting in Hollywood for a few days, hashtag Rent Live on Fox, hashtag Rent. Based on the Giacomo Puccini opera La Boheme, the Tony and Pulitzer Prize-winning show is all about artists struggling with AIDS, poverty, and drug addiction in the early 1980s Manhattan. The musical creator, Jonathan Larson, died of an aortic dissection before Rent began its Broadway run, which lasted until 2008. It played more than 5,000 performances. The 2005 movie adaptation starred most of the original Broadway cast. Maisie Williams says she's really proud of Game of Thrones' final season. The 21-year-old British actress discussed the 8th and final season of the HBO series in an interview with Sky News published Thursday. She says it's going to be really weird when it's done. Every day it's like a step closer to it, not being a part of my life anymore. All good things must come to an end. Williams, who plays Arya Stark on Game of Thrones, says she doesn't expect anyone to be satisfied with the popular show's ending. The star says, I don't know that anyone's going to be satisfied. No one wants it to end, but I'm really proud of this final season. She added, I've always felt ashamed to say things like that, but I am. I'm really proud of all the work we've put in. For me, it's the right time. I hope people like it. Williams' co-star Kit Harington, who plays Jon Snow, shared similar sentiments in an interview with the Zoe Ball Breakfast Show last week. He said, it's like when you finish a book, you're not happy it's over, are you? You don't finish a good book and say, I'm happy I finished it. But you have this grief that it's over, and it's exactly the same with 9 years doing the show. Williams previously told LUK the final season will be incredible. The actor says, I was in the first episode, and I wanted to be in the last. Game of Thrones is based on the George R.R. Martin book series, A Song of Ice and Fire. The series co-stars Emilia Clarke, Lena Headey, and Sophie Turner, and will premiere its final season on April 14th. Actors Kristin Scott Thomas and Fiona Shaw will guest star in Season 2 of the BBC's London set comedy Fleabag. Show creator and star Phoebe Waller-Bridge joked in a statement, they literally begged me to be in it. Begged, one of them was crying. New episodes are scheduled to premiere in the United Kingdom this spring and elsewhere at a later date via the Amazon Prime streaming service. Returning cast members include Olivia Colman, Cyan Clifford, Bill Patterson, Brett Gelman, Jenny Rainsford, Hugh Skinner, and Hugh Dennis. Andrew Scott also joined the ensemble as a regular player this season. Thomas says Phoebe Waller-Bridge cannot be ignored. She manages to hit core issues with sledgehammer brutality as she trips along with the spring in her step. I laugh helplessly as I binge-watched the first brilliantly funny series and enjoyed being a gas at times. I was very flattered to be asked to be in Series 2. Shaw also appeared in Waller-Bridges' thriller Killing Eve, which is scheduled to begin its second season on BBC America on April 7th. CBS announced that it's renewed its freshman dramas FBI, Magnum P.I., and the sitcom The Neighborhood for second seasons to air in 2019-2020. Kelly Call, the president of CBS Entertainment, said in a statement Friday, each of these distinctive shows have made their mark in a variety of ways. Our goal of the season were to introduce new series that audiences are passionate about, add more strength to a winning schedule, and create more inclusive programming. FBI is a law enforcement procedural created by Dick Wolf. It stars Missy Peregrine, Ezekiel Zaki, Jeremy Sisto, Ebony Knoll, and Sella Ward. Jay Hernandez leads the cast of the remake of the 1980s hit Magnum P.I. Hernandez plays former Navy SEAL turned private investigator Thomas Magnum. The ensemble also includes Perdita Weeks, Zachary Knighton, Stephen Hill, Tim Kang, and Amy Hill. The Neighborhood stars Cedric the Entertainer, Tachina Arnold, Max Greenfield, and Beth Bars. It's about what happens when a white family from the Midwest moves into a predominantly black neighborhood in Los Angeles. Cedric the Entertainer posted a video on Instagram showing the cast and crew celebrating the renewal news. The comedian captioned the clip, "That moment when you know your credit score is going up. Season 2 of At the Neighborhood. Order early. God is good. There's more than a blessing in this business. Thanks to all the fans." The Walking Dead alum Chandler Riggs is offering more details about his new television job. Riggs, who's 19, recently revealed he had landed a new role after being unemployed for nearly a year. He did not immediately say who he would play or on what show he would appear, but this week said it would be on the ABC drama A Million Little Things, a drama about longtime friends coping with the suicide of someone close to them. He says super excited to announce that I'll be joining at A Million ABC for a couple of episodes and maybe more. The cast and crew is so incredible, and I absolutely love the series. TVLine.com says Riggs' character will cross paths with cast member Romany Malco's character, Rome. Comedian Steve Martin played political operative Roger Stone in this weekend's edition of Saturday Night Live. Stone, a former campaign advisor to President Donald Trump, was indicted last week on several criminal charges in the Justice Department Russian investigation, including making false statements and witness tampering. This weekend's episode of SNL opened with the parody of Fox News' primetime talk show Tucker Carlson Tonight, with Alex Moffat playing host Tucker Carlson. Carlson is seen interviewing fellow Fox News talk show host Janine Pirro, played by Cicely Strong, and U.S. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, played by Kate McKinnon, before Martin arrives as Stone to talk about his arrest at the end of the segment. Martin, as Stone, said, adding that, "What a fun couple of days. I'm loving the ride. Go Nixon." At 66, he is using his age to play on public sympathy. "I'm almost as old as Sting." He also said he has set up a GoFundMe page to pay for his expenses. Martin, as Stone, says, "I'm broke from my legal battles, and now no one will buy my books." Moffat's Carlson wanted to know, "Why will no one buy your books?" Stone replies, "Because they're bad." The interview ends with Stone declaring, "I'm just a normal and straightforward guy," a nod to Martin's classic SNL catchphrase with Dan Aykroyd from the 1970s and 80s. "We're just two wild and crazy guys." The stars of the superhero blockbuster Black Panther went home with the Best Ensemble in a Movie prize at the Screen Actors Guild Award ceremony in Los Angeles Sunday night. The film featured Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Dina Guerrera, and Lupita Nyong'o. Rami Malek won the trophy for Best Actor in a Movie for Bohemian Rhapsody, and Glenn Close won the award for Best Actress in a Movie for The Wife. Emily Blunt won the prize for Best Supporting Actress in a Movie for her work in A Quiet Place, and Mahershala Ali earned the accolade for Best Supporting Actor in a Movie for his performance in Green Book. The SAG Awards honors excellence in both film and television acting. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel co-stars Rachel Brosnahan and Tony Shalhoub won statuettes for Best Actress and Actor in a TV Comedy, then shared the Best Ensemble in a TV Comedy title with their castmates. Sandra Oh was declared Best Actress in a TV Drama for Killing Eve, and Jason Bateman was named Best Actor in a TV Drama for Ozark. Stars of This Is Us, including Sterling K. Brown, Mandy Moore, Milo Ventimiglia, Chrissy Metz, and Susan Kalichi Watson were voted Best Ensemble in a TV Drama. Patricia Arquette scored the SAG Award for Best Actress in a TV, Movie, or Miniseries for Escape in Dannemora, and Darren Criss picked up the statuette for Best Actor in a TV, Movie, or Miniseries for The Assassination of Gianni Versace. Will and Grace co-star Megan Mullally hosted the gala at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. MASH icon Alan Oler received the SAG Life Achievement Award. British actress Kate Beckinsale shared on Instagram this weekend photos of her in a hospital bed after suffering a medical emergency. One snapshot shows her looking sad with a supplemental oxygen tube up her nose and over her ears on Saturday. A second image captures her wrapped in a blanket with her back to the camera. Beckinsale captioned the photos, "Turns out a ruptured ovarian cyst really hurts and morphine makes me cry. So thankful to everyone who looked after me. #Wobbly." Beckinsale is known for her work in the Underworld film franchise as well as the movies Serendipity, Pearl Harbor, and The Aviator. Kim Porter, the model, actress, and singer who once dated Sean Diddy Combs and shared 3 children with the rap mogul, died from pneumonia, the Los Angeles coroner's office announced Friday. She was found dead inside her home in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Toluca Lake on November 15th. Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner's coroner deferred the cause of death pending an investigation after a November 16th autopsy. The office announced the cause as lobar pneumonia on Friday. Porter was a member of the musical groups Three Brown Girls and Girls 6. She starred several films and television shows, including 2001's film The Brothers and the series Wicked Wicked Games. Porter and Combs dated off and on from 1994 to 2007. The pair shared 3 children together, including sons Christian Casey Combs, now 20, 11-year-old twins, daughters James Combs and Delilah Starr Combs. Porter and Combs also raised Porter's now 27-year-old son Quincy together, whom she shared with singer Albie Shore. Rapper DMX was released from a West Virginia prison Friday after completing his sentence for a scheme to conceal income from the IRS. The Federal Bureau of Prison confirmed DMX, real name Earl Simmons, was released Friday morning from the Gilmer Federal Correctional Institution in Glenville. DMX's sentence was actually scheduled to end Sunday, but it's federal policy to release prisoners early if their scheduled release date falls on a weekend. The rapper must now pay $2.3 million in restitution to the federal government. Was sentenced to prison in 2017 after investigators uncovered evidence that he had sought to hide millions of dollars of income from the IRS and avoid $1.7 million in existing tax liabilities. The Party Up in Here performer had numerous previous run-ins with the law, including arrests for animal cruelty and drug possession. He was previously sentenced to a year in prison in 2010 for a probation violation. Cardi B says news of her Las Vegas residency show is true. The 26-year-old rapper confirmed in an Instagram video Thursday that she will have a residency show at the Cows nightclub in Palms Casino Resort. She captioned the post, "It's lit this year in Sin City at the Palms." Cardi B shared her excitement with her 40.4 million Instagram followers in the video. She says, "What's popping, everybody? So yes, it's true that Cardi got a residency in Las Vegas in the Palms. I'm coming to Vegas." The I Like It rapper also responded to critics who questioned her residency when she has only released one studio album. She answered, "I bring the hoes out." News of Cardi B's residency show broke Wednesday. The Palms announced Thursday that Above and Beyond, Skill Rex, Cascade, and G-Eazy will also perform at the new Cows nightclub. Palms general manager John Gray said of Cardi B in an interview, "She's a superstar. She has an incredible following. She's incredibly talented and a great example of what we want to showcase." Cardi B released her debut studio album, Invasion of Privacy, in April. The album includes the singles Bodak Yellow, I Like It, and Money. Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World have announced a joint summer tour for North America. The tour kicks off on June 14th at the Greek Theater in Los Angeles, before wrapping up on August 3rd at the 5 Point Amphitheater in Irvine, California. Third Eye Blind and Jimmy Eat World will also be performing in cities such as Seattle, Denver, Kansas City, Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Boston, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Nashville, Houston, and Las Vegas, among others. Robert Riot will be performing on the tour as special guest. Tickets go on sale for the general public starting on February 1st at 10 a.m. local time through Live Nation. A portion of each ticket sales will be donated to help offset the tour's carbon footprint. Rapper Boogie with the Hoodie SNN, is the number one album in the United States for a second week. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200 dated Saturday is the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack, followed by 21 Savage I Was at number 3, Post Malone's Beer Bongs and Bentley at number 4, and Meek Mill's Championship at number 5. Right up the top tier are A Star Is Born soundtrack at number 6, Travis Scott's Astroworld at number 7, Drake's Scorpion at number 8, The Greatest Showman soundtrack at number 9, and Kodak Black's Dying to Live at number 10. M. Night Shyamalan's trilogy capping thriller Glass is the number one movie in North America for a second weekend, earning an additional $19 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Starring James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, and Samuel L. Jackson, the movie is the sequel to Unbreakable and Split. Coming in number 2 on this weekend's box office roster is The Upside with $12.2 million, followed by Aquaman at number 3 with $7.4 million, The Kid Who Would Be King at number 4 with $7.3 million, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse at number 5 with $6.2 million. Right at the top tier are Green Book at number 6 with $5.4 million, A Dog's Way Home at number 7 with $5.2 million, Serenity at number 8 with $4.8 million, Escape Room at number 9 with $4.3 million, and Dragon Ball Super Broly at number 10 with $3.6 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1985, the American recording artists gathered for We Are the World. The special instruction Quincy Jones sent out to several dozen pop stars invited to participate in the recording of We Are the World was check your egos at the door. Jones was the producer of a record that would eventually go on to sell more than 7 million copies and raise more than $60 million for African famine relief. But before We Are the World could achieve those feats, it had to be captured on tape. No simple feat considered the number of major recording artists slated to participate. With only one chance to get the recording the way he and songwriters Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie wanted, Jones convened the marathon recording session of We Are the World at around 10 p.m. on the evening of January 28, 1985, immediately following the conclusion of the American Music Awards ceremony held just a few miles away. Singer, actor, activist Harry Belafonte was the initiator of the events that led to the recording of We Are the World. Inspired by the recent success of Do They Know It's Christmas, the multi-million selling charity record by the British-Irish collective Band Aid, Belafonte talked Richie, Jackson, and Jones into helping him organize an American response under the name USA for Africa. Richie and Jackson wrote the song over the course of several days in January. Belafonte's manager, Ken Cragen, would go on to serve as president of the USA for Africa Foundation, a nonprofit organization that managed the profits from We Are the World, came up with the plan to hold a session on the night of the AMAs in order to guarantee that the number of big names would be able to participate. Among the 45 stars who sang on We Are the World that night were huge in the 80s figures like Cyndi Lauper and Huey Lewis, country stars like Kenny Rogers and Willie Nelson, pop icons like Smokey Robinson, Tina Turner and Paul Simon, and musical giants like Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, and Bob Dylan. Also in the studio that night were half of the Jackson family, one Irishman, Bob Geldof, co-organizer of Band Aid, and one party-crashing Canadian comedian, Dan Aykroyd. Egos fully in check, the group laid down the chorus and solos before sunrise on the 29th, and We Are the World was in stores and on the airwaves just 5 weeks later. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, January 28, 2019. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.